They said it was a sundown town.
Go watch his video. He talks about sundown towns, how he went to a sundown town, and it wasn't until I'd watched this video that I remembered something that happened to me years and years ago, because this is way before TikTok. Facebook is not what it was now. This is a while back. I was helping a friend move from New Mexico to St. Louis, I think is where it was going. So I had to hop through a few states, and one of the states I went to was Oklahoma, and it was on the way back from this trip that this happened. But I realized that, and I looked up the town. I'll tell you the town here in a minute, but the town doesn't show up on any of the lists I could find right away. So if you guys have any stories about this town, let me know. But let me paint the picture for you here. So it's like 3 a.m. I was getting back late. The trip got botched. Like, it was not a good move. We basically packed this friend's belongings in my car. I had a very small car, a Scion XA. If you don't know what that is, it's a very odd vehicle. That is important because it's not a common vehicle, not where I was going anyway. We're talking parts of the country where it's, SUVs and trucks are common, not little beans like my Scion XA. But anyway, I had a friend with me, a white friend. And I know it sounds funny, but as I keep saying this in videos, my background is very mixed. I know I look white, but I'm not entirely. For the most part, I present as, doesn't mean I'm anything special. It's not the point. I'm just putting it there for preference, and it's worked as a camouflage, if you will. But anyway, so we're coming back through, and we're in Oklahoma, and I get into this small town, real small town, called Pond Creek, Oklahoma. Now, Pond Creek is one of those places, maybe it's bigger now, I don't know. Again, this was years ago, where they have one of those highway interchanges where the interstate is 70, then you go into town, it's suddenly 35, and then it's 70 again. We're talking speed limit's 35 miles an hour for maybe 10 feet. And again, it's 3 a.m. I got pulled over. And technically, was I speeding? Yes. But what was this cop doing off of the major area, the interstate, where a lot of people have to travel through to get to other states at 3 a.m? Now, to describe the cop to you, this was a guy who was an older guy, very overweight, had one tooth. I'm not kidding. He smiled at me when he pulled up to the window, and he had one front tooth. And I'm not trying to make a caricature of this man. I don't even remember his name. But his demeanor kind of changed when he got to the window when he saw me. That's why he smiled. I have to think that in this small town, this man was expecting somebody of color to be driving this strange car, because he even asked me, he's like, hey, what kind of car is this here? I said, it's a Toyota. It's under the Scion brand. And he went around the back of the car. He looked at the back. Now, my car is empty. It's just my friend in the passenger seat and me. I have, like a Gatorade or whatever. There's really nothing else in this car. I didn't pack much because I didn't plan on staying where we were. I brought just like a change of clothes. This is supposed to be a quick and dirty trip. He did write me a ticket, but the whole interaction felt so weird. Like, something felt off about this. And I just remember thinking, after watching the video that I stitched on here, that, oh my God, that was probably a sundown town. That was a small enough place, and the way that cop was just waiting for anybody to pass through, just trying to get to the next state, that it was awful. So these places do exist. If you don't think they do, they do. And if you're, if you stick out by driving the wrong car, being the wrong color, you're going to probably get stopped, and it may not be pleasant. And so I just can't think that it was anything but. So anyway, that's my contribution too. Just thought I would share that for TikTok, and because that story, the video I stitched reminded me of that.